Y'all's doing today? This is the one and only Robbie the Shark. Welcome to It's All Groovy, man. And it really is. Life sometimes stinks and throws you a snowball in the face that you don't need. But come on over to my porch. Have a drink, man. I don't care. What do you need? I got coffee. I got tea. I can make you some lemonade or have a beer, whatever you want. Come on over and let's just BS and get through this tough Wednesday hump day. It's been a difficult week, no doubt about it. So let's let it all go. We had dinner. We're happy. It's 8 o'clock at night. And let's put our troubles away and let's talk about some crazy stuff that's happening this week. Um, Kansas City Chiefs. Did you see this? I mean, I cannot believe what is wrong with these liberals and leftists going to give this little 9-year-old kid a problem from Kansas City fan in there. Leftist going to give this little 9-year-old kid a problem from Kansas City fan in there. His face is painted black and red, and he's got the what's her name? The Pocahontas from the United States Congress headdress on, and they're giving him grease that he's in blackface. Are you kidding me? In blackface? This kid is just, he's enjoying his team. It's like being in Pittsburgh with black and gold. Wow. Well, why aren't they complaining about the tomahawk chop that they do? Oh, yeah. Give me that. And do you know that the Redskins, there's an Indian group. I don't know their name. I should have done better research.
We're talking the Washington football team, right?
Yes, I am. The Washington football team.
Otherwise known now as the Commanders. They had to legally change the name. And by the way, for those listening, my name's Matt. I'm the producer of the show.
Hey, Matt, thank you. The Commanders, no, there's been big people complaining. They want them to go back to the Redskins. And
well, I know Florida State had to pay a lot of money to use the tomahawk chop and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Because of the name Seminoles. Well, there's a couple of things behind that. From what I've learned over the years is that the tomahawk chop, it got banned by the Atlanta Braves, but the Florida State Seminoles still use it, and they're allowed to use the name Seminoles, whereas the Cleveland Guardians had to change their names from Indians because some found it offensive. Florida State paid out money for the rights to still be called the Seminoles and use the tomahawk chop.
Amen. And the Redskins were actually, they had a player on there. He was an actual Indian, and I forget his name. He was great. And out of honor for him, that's why they put the face they had on the helmet. And everybody wants it back, including the Indian reservations. It's an honor. Hell, the Pirates, those are Islam pirates at sea, the Buccaneers, same thing.
Really? I didn't know that. Wait. Well, when you say Pirates, I'm starting to think Pittsburgh Pirates, not the Bucs.
No, the Pittsburgh Pirates, of course, the team that stinks.
Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers stink too, but that's another argument entirely. Anyway, you already got a couple of guys calling in.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Let our next caller on.
Yeah, that would be Greg. He's up first.
Hey, Greg, welcome. Where you from?
Pittsburgh.
You're from Pittsburgh. Hey, my hometown. How you doing there, my friend?
All right.
What's going on in your life today, and what are you having sitting on my front porch?
Oh, nothing. Just had dinner with Mom.
Oh, groovy.
A nice steak dinner. Yeah, just chilling.
Cool.
How do you like your steak cooked?
I like my medium well.
There you go.
I prefer medium rare, actually. I learned that living in Nebraska, where the real steak comes from. Oh, my goodness. It's great. It's different out there. You learn different things. Medium, well, I used to like that back in the day, but medium rare, man, I don't want to mooing.
Hey, that's it. Well, I know some people that like it so rare you can still see where the jockey hit it.
Yeah, you can still hear it going.
Yep.
No, I don't want that.
I'm right there with you.
A little pink on the inside, like they like to say, and that's good for me. So, what else is going on up there in Pittsburgh, Gregor?
Oh, not much. It's a little bit cold up here.
Yeah, it's bad down here. I think tomorrow it's going to be 49 degrees here in Florida, and I think you're in the 20s up there. Last I heard.
Yeah, I was woke up to 27 this morning.
Holy cow.
Got a high of 35.
And I cry about 47.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, that's why I can't live up there no more. I've been down here for 16 baseball seasons, and no, this is the best place on earth right here. The Gulf Coast of Florida is just the absolute best. If you ever get a chance to move and live down here, potential opportunities, everything is just great down here, man. You can't have a bad day.
Yeah, that's far off in the future. I got grandkids here, so my wife's not leaving.
Where do I want to go next here? I'm going to talk to you about something. Did you see what happened at the White House?
There's a mess happening every day at the White House.
A lousy 40-mile-per-hour wind knocked a tree over. Okay, knocked the tree over. Why did it knock the tree over? Because they were trying to be green, whatever caca you want to call that. And they replanted it. And I live down here in Florida, and I've seen them replant palm trees. And you got to put wood 2x4s around it because it will come out of the ground with a little bit of wind. And 45 mile an hour, they had no wood around there because they didn't want anybody to see that because it's not very attractive at first. It takes 2 or 3 years, and then once they're implanted and the roots are in there, they grow fine. And the dumb thing fell over. They had to pick up the tree at the White House. Why? Because our president is a loser, and he fell over too.
This administration can't do anything right, so why would they?
But I think he's doing this all on purpose. The tree wasn't on purpose. That was an accident. And do you hear about that too, man? I'm scared about this. Tomorrow, where is that at? Is that New York? They're lighting up the tree?
No,
and,
you're talking about the Rockefeller Center tree?
Yes, I am.
That's tonight. No, that's tonight.
That's tonight?
That's tonight.
That is tonight. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh,
not only is it tonight, it's going on right now.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep, it's going on as we speak. They haven't actually lit it yet.
Are they doing the Palestinian rioting thing that they were talking about?
I have no idea.
That's oh my goodness, that is tonight. Yeah, I was so interjected in my debut program here. I was thinking tomorrow night. Yeah, it is tonight. And it's happening right now. We're on the air. They're supposed to be not rioting, peaceful protesting, if you will. We know the leftist side is not peaceful. So I'm a little nervous about that, man. We're on the precipice of World War III, Revelations. I mean, I don't know. I don't care if you believe in Jesus or not, but read that book, man. And, I know for a century we've been talking about it, every generation, but boy, oh boy, it seems to be playing out pretty good. We might be only one day in the Revelation and happens on our years from now, but we're definitely playing a part right now. It scares the cuck out of me, but I believe in Jesus. I know I'm going to heaven. I was married to the devil's daughter, so I'm saved. I'll make it, even though the bad things I've done in life. Did you see this too? Delivery robots. Where they're delivering your food, and it's an R2D2 thing, man. And they're being hijacked and stolen, and people were taking the goods out of them before they make the delivery. They're being what do they call it when you're in New York? You get mugged. They're mugging the R2D2. I'm not kidding you, man.
They have a robot police officer in the subways there now.
Yeah, what good's he going to do? Well, I guess I can't blame him for killing somebody that deserved to die, that was hurting people, and going to spend the rest of his life in jail because he helped everybody and happened to kill somebody he didn't want to, that good Marine. He saved all those people, and he's in jail. I heard about that one, too. I'm not sure. I was listening to that earlier today, this morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up that early. Yeah, I have night terrors.
New York is a dumpster fire. They just passed a law saying that you can't discriminate on weight or height. So if you want to be a fireman, they can't tell you no. If you're a fat ass can't climb up the ladder. I mean, it's crazy. If you go into a movie theater and you're so big that you don't fit in the seat, well, now you have a complaint against the city or the movie theater because they're not accommodating your weight. They're discriminating against you. I mean, it's a complete dumpster fire on every level.
Well, you have heard about the method to get thin. You have heard of the push method, right?
Yeah. Well,
No. What is it?
The push method.
Yeah. What is it?
Push your fat ass away from the table.
All right. That's a first. That's a first.
No, I mean, I was when I was a truck driver, I got heavy too, and that's the answer, man. Just push your fat ass away. I mean, that's simple. It's not, but that's something to think about every now and then.
I mean, they pass new laws every day in that state that are just ridiculous. I mean, all these big cities, these sanctuary cities, it's a nightmare. It really is.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, Pittsburgh was such a beautiful place. And you know what? It's cheaper to live down here, too. It really is. I'm surprised. I mean, it's going up now because of the way things went with people getting tired of being in blue states and moving to red states. So real estate's a bit higher now, but it's still pretty inexpensive. It really is. It is. I couldn't believe it when I came down here. I'm like, wow. I mean, it's cheaper to live here, and heck, I'm 2 miles a mile and a half as a crow's flies from the beach is where I live, and where I'm right now on the station, I think we're 3 miles as a crow flies. You got to navigate the streets and go around the intercoastal, what have you, to get there. That's the only pain in the buttocks. But no, I mean, it's beautiful here. Please don't come here, though. You Northerners stay up there. Florida stinks. Don't come here, please. Unless you come here with a proper attitude.
They tax you for everything.
Yeah. Don't bring your liberalism down here. That's what we don't.
Well, hold on, Robbie. This actually brought up a good topic because Christy and Dean just called in, and they're on the line right now. They want to talk to you about the cost of living here in Florida.
Oh, let them rock in.
They're on. Let's go, guys.
Don't bring your liberalism.
Hello.
Hey, yeah, hello. Turn me up.
Hi, guys. You're there. No, it's okay. Guys, you're on with them. Go ahead.
Right now, I want to talk to you about the cost of living here in Florida. Hello, let's go, guys.
So you really think it's cheaper here than Pittsburgh?
Oh, yeah. We can tell you now it's cheaper here than Pittsburgh.
Not even close.
I'm having trouble hearing it.
That's okay, Robbie. I got it. So, how much are you guys paying? You don't have to give us an exact number, but are you guys paying at least 4 digits a month in rent? Something like that?
My own. I bought a condo.
All right.
But with the amount I paid for this condo, I could have bought a house probably up in Cranberry Township for a lot more. But I guess the thing is being 6 minutes from the Gulf of Mexico, I guess they say that makes up for it. But, I guess it's the you got to pay the cost.
Exactly. It's you get what you pay for. Because if you're out on, say, Clearwater Beach, you're paying a hell of a lot more than you are inland. And if you are on this side of the bridge.
True.
Oh, yeah. There's condos in East Liberty in Pittsburgh that are costing you $1,200 a month.
That's not terrible, actually.
That's in East Liberty. East Liberty in Pittsburgh is it's not a very nice neighborhood.
True, but hey, that's cheaper than what you'd be paying if you were living in my neck of the woods. I'm from New York originally. I'm from Long Island. I know people that are paying $2,400 a month just in rent for like a 1-bedroom apartment. So you guys have it cheaper in Pittsburgh, and we got it a lot cheaper down here.
Yeah.
I don't know. When you add up taxes and insurance and everything else, it seems to be very expensive, doesn't it?
What? You talking New York, Pittsburgh, or Florida?
We're in Bradenton.
All right.
Bradenton, Little Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but 15 minutes from the park.
Groovy, man. Yeah, I'm only paying $14.75 up here for a one bedroom. It's a part of a home, 3 apartments divided up through a home. It's beautiful. There's an Airbnb next door. I mean, I'm in like just a richy neighborhood where I don't belong. But finally, the VA came through for me, and they got me out of the bad neighborhoods and into the good ones. And I just been very blessed. And that's one of the things I want to start to do here too. Is I'm going to create a program for veterans. It's called the Smoke Pit. If you remember, if you're a veteran, everybody went out to the smoke pit, just like when you were in basic training. They first 5 mile road march, they stop, at ease and smoke them if you got them. And I couldn't believe that people dropped out in the back. They actually had smokes. I'm like, how the heck did you get those? And of course, I'm a smoker. I'm back here. If you want to know anything, you talk to smokers, and that's what it's all about. And I want to. They took away the smoking at the VA. They said it was bad. It wasn't bad. Smokers and non-smokers came out to the smoke pit to talk and tell each other about, that's how you got that done. Nobody told me about that. I was homeless for 3 months during COVID while everybody was living in hotels, and I was a homeless vet. And I only knew because I ran into a friend of mine. He says, where you living? I said, back in the tent. He said, what are you doing? Get out there. Go talk to your social worker that put you in a hotel during this COVID crisis. Phony crisis it was, but it did benefit me by getting in a place. But these things are available that vets don't know about because the smoke pit is gone. So I'm going to create a program called Smoke Pit, and this week I'm going to do a GoFundMe to get it started going. Right now, I don't really have any advertisers. I'm doing this on my own to start something in my son's name and my grandson's name, Noah's Ark, and Jesse James, and do something here for veterans, and then eventually create a program that I went through for PTSD. There's much better than VA. VA did cover it. It's an outside program, and I want to copy their method because it works. It's really great. It's something I'm very passionate about. I'm on the radio because I find it fun and entertaining.
But I gotta ask you though, Robbie. You being a smoker and all, and this is for the guys that we have too on the phone lines. If you guys want to jump in and answer this, by all means. What's the difference between being like a regular cigarette smoker and somebody who say smokes weed? Like, is there a difference, or is it just? Would you guys consider it all the same?
No, there's a difference. Smoking cigarettes is just a filthy habit. You get used to the caffeine, and you just have to have it. It's nothing but a filthy habit. But smoking pot, no, that's medication.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, my doctor has been telling me, my VA doctor, my psychiatrist, get off the beer, Robbie, and smoke pot. So I got off the beer, and I smoked a pot because I'm bipolar. I get way up high, and I get all spastic, and so puff. Pass, as they would say, puff, pass. But I puff 3 times, 3 puffs, put it down, and I'm good for a couple of 3 hours, and then I might need to hit it again. I might not. I'm not really getting high off of it. Maybe back in the day, I felt like I was high because I didn't know that I was the kind of freak I guess I am with my condition. But it works, and I'm very glad that we passed that as a law, and we're allowed to get that down here in Florida. I shouldn't say this because I'm going to lose my VA benefits to get my other medication I need for my epilepsy, my seizure medication. I'm going to wind up having to pay for that out of my pocket if they know I'm smoking pot. But
then we'll make sure they're not listening to this radio show.
They are.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my psych's listening. It's all groovy. Nobody's going to tell on me. I used to work there too, man. I loved it. Hey, go to your local VA. You need any help, man. There's so much help there for you. You don't know. You just need to reach out. You're a veteran, man. Reach out. 211. Even if you're not a vet, 211. Call that line, man. There's all kind of things out there. If you're hurting and having problems, you can't believe what we taxpayers have done and what's available to you. There's just so much. It's ridiculous, but you have to ask. Nobody tells you, and that's why I want to come up with this smoke pit. where you just call in.
Well, when you come out with that, Robbie, post it on Facebook, and I'll share it.
Groovy. Groovy. Hey, that's fabulous. Yeah, that's super groovy. Because that's what it's all about here. Like I said, we're just sitting out on the front porch talking and making each other's lives as peaceful and happy as we can, and helping out those we can that are worse off than us, because we all were in a bad position at one time. And hopefully we had people that helped us, and now it's our turn. And
it's also ironic that we're kickstarting a show like this right around the holiday season, which is considered, for the most part, starting at like Thanksgiving and going through New Year's, considered to be the time to give back the most. If you got it, help it.
Absolutely.
And just for anybody out there that's listening, whether it's you're a vet, anybody struggling with mental health issues, rather, you're not alone. You have resources. You have people around that are here to help. You've got the resources. Utilize them. There's people out there that can and will help you out, man.
Yeah, don't worry. Fall down, we'll pick you up.
Oh, yeah.
I want to take it back to smoking for a minute. I'm a smoker. I enjoy smoking cigarettes. And the most productive time in American history was the 50s. And everybody smoked everywhere. People kept busy while they were smoking. You know, it gets a bad rap right now. You know, but if you look back, the most productive time in American history were the 50s. Building things, creating things, and everybody.
The blue collar workers back in the day.
That was a good time, man. I actually worked in a steel mill, and I got fired for being late to work. I did, but I got fired by my dad's cousin. He's the one that hired me. Yeah, he fired me.
Yeah, apparently, Robbie, your show's picking up steam tonight because your friend Gino just called and he wants to talk to you.
Gino Gambino.
He's on the line right now.
You're kidding me. Gino Gambino, welcome to It's All Groovy. How you doing, brother? You're kidding me.
Oh, I'm doing good, Robbie. It's so wonderful to hear your voice and hear you on the air. You don't know how glad it makes me and my wife. And I'm so glad that you're doing so well and you got this thing going on. And I just want to let you know that I'll support you and help you in any way you can. Any way I can. And I just want to let you know, buddy, I love you.
Thank you so much, Gino. And your wife, kiss her and say the Lord's Prayer to her tonight.
Say the Lord's Prayer to her. Let me tell you something, Robbie. Let me tell you something. When I told her today how well things are going for you, she cried and she thanked the good Lord. And we're happy for you. And I'm happy to hear that you're on the air. And let me tell you, you're on the air every Wednesday?
Yes, sir. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'll be a regular calling you in. And I have different subject matter to talk to you about if you care to listen.
That's exactly what I want. We're sitting on the front porch, brother.
Well, I'm glad that you're advocating for the homeless vets and that you're doing this wonderful work. And you know, I'm all for it. And I want you to know that I'm in North Carolina now. That's where I'm calling from.
Yeah, I know. I saw that on Facebook with you.
Yeah. Me and my wife are
here. I got on my wrist here. Seek God's will in all you do, and He will show you the path. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 16. And I'll tell you what, He showed me the path, and it took 20 years, and it was full of thorns and bushes. But I'm here right now.
Was.
You know,
yes, it was. Because I was a witness.
Thorns and bushes. But I'm here. You know,
I was a witness to that.
Yes, you were.
My wife was a witness, and we're so happy that you're doing well. You know, Robbie, the main thing, Robbie, is that I want to follow your program here and see what you need from us anyway. Because we want to support you in every way.
Well, we want to find some advertising that's going to help people, and you can help me get a hold of the right VA people to advertise the proper things. I'm not that. I'm intelligent, but a little bit of that, I'm not that savvy.
You're not that. You're street smart. You're not exactly sales smart. Let's put it that way.
That is correct.
All right.
Well, you know, I got contacts over there in the VA. I want to talk to you.
about a project that's going on right now. My friend Mike Tringali, he's a operations officer for Markham Land Development Corporation out of Sarasota.
Groovy.
He's working on a program to build two homeless veterans housing units, one in Winter Haven, Florida, another one in West Palm Beach. He called me, and I gave him some information that he needed, and I'm going to be communicating with him and helping him launch this project. His corporation decided he had a change of heart. He says the Lord spoke to him, and because he had a aneurysm and a stroke, and when he came out of it, he says, "I got to do this for the veterans," which I'm so glad to hear. So he's working on two projects for homeless veterans, one in Winter Haven, one in West Palm Beach, and I'm going to get in touch with him soon and get some information and relay it to you so you can put it out there. And this guy is moving forward. He's got the resources and the money. The corporation is huge. It's a $1 billion corporation.
Groovy.
Markham Realty Land Development.
You know, it's not about the money for me. Once I actually get my business going, I get paid $1, and every proceed I get is going to go to whatever program I'm supporting.
I know,
and that sounds like one I can support good.
I know. And what I want to do is I want to relay the information that what he's doing to you, so you can announce it and get it out there, and let others people know, let the public know that there are more people getting on board and helping these homeless veterans, which I think right now
get some self-respect. I mean, I've known you.
Yes.
What we meet back in 2013, 14. You were homeless. I had just gotten.
You remember that? You remember we were homeless. I was a homeless man living underneath the bridges.
Either. I thought you was living groovy. You was living with your buddy over there, right up the street from me.
That's right.
And,
that's right.
Yeah, I've known you. Have Christ's sakes now. That's been 10 years. You're a good man. You have a good heart, and you want to do the right things for people. You helped guide me toward this. Actually, it's a program that I want to create to help people who've been through
that's fantastic.
Like we've been through. And now that I'm hearing this from you, boy, I'm going to get some help from the outside to help generate my own little program.
Yes.
You know, like the Smoker's Pit. You remember the Smoker's Pit? Everybody was out there. That's where you pass information around. You knew information. You knew.
That's right.
And I still haven't got my full VA benefits. I need to talk to you about that. But no, I got that covered. I know how to do it now. You know, so but they don't know. They don't tell everybody. And
it's a well-kept secret. It's hidden information. You got to really advocate for yourself and work hard to get that information and then do for yourself.
It's almost
as we did.
It's almost easier to move to Mexico and kind of learn Spanish.
Absolutely.
And come back on. No señor, no habla inglés. You'll probably be better off.
But you know, Robbie, guys like me and you, we made it, and so we have to share this information with others.
Amen.
And this is a wonderful thing, and God is great. And I just want to let you know that I'll be every Wednesday. I'll be calling in with something to tell you or share with you and the public. And I just appreciate you a million. And God bless you and what you're doing. And I'm very happy that you're doing this work, really.
Thank you,
Gino. So is my wife. My wife.
You're bringing tears to my eyes.
My wife prays for you all the time. Let me tell you something. She cried today when I told her how good you were doing. She did.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah. She praised God and cried.
Yeah.
Well, he come through. God came through. Anyway, I know. She chased some of my demons away.
Yes. Anyway, Robbie, I'll be on here every Wednesday calling you.
All right, Gino Gambino. You're in North Carolina now? You're not in Florida anymore?
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Me and my wife, we bought a 10-acre farm out here.
Oh, wow.
We're in the woods. We're in the middle of the forest.
All right.
And
we're going to have Gino Gambino every Wednesday night from North Kakalaki.
Yes.
This is one of the grooviest guys you ever want to talk to meet. He is definitely a man of God and has a heart of gold. Gino, looking forward to talking to you next week. Thanks for calling in, but I need to take a smoke break, man.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you,
about that
Robbie.
time.
God bless. And God bless your producer and your people there. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
And that's where we're going to step in. We're going to step aside and take a break so Robbie can get his smoke break on. We're going to blast a little Motley Crue for you right now. It's Smoking in the Boys Room on the Tan Talk Radio Network. We'll be back right after this.
I'm gonna leave the boys on floor number 2. Smoking in the boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room. And teach you don't feel that up in the room. 'Cause everybody knows they're smoking in the loud. Taking out the hall, making sure the coast clear. Looking at the stars, now there ain't no money here. My buddy says, Tom, God would surely be the death of us all. Smoking in the boys' room. I'm smoking in the boys' room. And teaching don't you feel me up with your rule. Everybody knows they're smoking in the loud. Hey, not excused.
All right, we are back with more of It's All Groovy after the smoke break. And Robbie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well, this guy's been waiting on hold for a while, so let's get to him right now. Brandon is on hold. Brandon, can you hear us?
No, turn me up a little bit.
Hello, Brandon, you there? Robbie, you're still on. We got another phone call. Hang on.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, who I got here? Oh, that's Matt.
Bobby the Shark.
Yes.
Bobby Keller from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Bobby Keller. I remember you from a long time ago. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I know Brandon. I don't know where he gets Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, he got the name wrong. That's all. That's all right, man.
That's all right.
This is the first week, the opening thing. I understand you're doing a big gig on December 7th in, what is that, Assurance Park, the old Heinz football field? Is that what it's called, Assurance?
Accusure.
I can never get that right. I'm all Pittsburgh boy. Take away Heinz. It really, it ain't Heinz ketchup. It ain't going on my burger, And but I hear you're putting on a show there. What is it, Bon Journey? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We're going to be doing a Steelers tailgate party there at Accusure Stadium, Stage AE. We go on 5:30 to 7:15.
Groovy.
So if you're around the stadium, stop down and see Bon Journey.
Groovy, yeah. Any Pittsburgher who might be going home on vacation here for Christmas, make sure you stop here. You're going to the game. That's a Thursday night flex game, man. That's big, Bobby. You got a Thursday night game. That was originally scheduled for Sunday. I don't know how you got that gig, but you must be doing really well.
You know what? I just told him I know Robbie the Shark. That's what happened.
You're so full of it. My mother stinks up in Pittsburgh.
That's it, brother. That's it. I'm glad you're doing well, my friend. I'm glad you're doing well.
Hey, Bobby, we're going to keep in touch. I understand you have some gigs coming up for New Year's too. I didn't see that. I looked at you online today about the Pittsburgh gig here, and that's groovy, man. Thursday night. That's a big big deal. You're going to get some exposure, which is great because you deserve it. You're good. And I'm thrilled to death that you're my friend and you've always been, and somebody there I could talk to and make fun of me in my sports when I get it wrong.
You're all good. You're all good, brother.
You've always been behind me, brother, and
be
I appreciate that. I really appreciate the call. Anything I could do to help you and your band out, I'm going to be here every Wednesday night for at least a year, and after that, we'll maybe be in New York or Los Angeles because this is going to fly. Grab onto the coattails, hang on tight, because Robbie the Shark is going to the top.
We're ready for it, brother. If you got any people out in Dayton, Ohio, be at the Hollywood Casino in Dayton, Ohio, December 30th. And then we're back in Pittsburgh, PA, at the Hard Rock on New Year's Eve night.
Groovy.
So if you ain't got anybody, come on out. It's almost sold out on New Year's Eve night, so we got a bunch of people and a bunch of friends there, Black Sheep down here in Pittsburgh that are listening tonight. I'd like to say hello to them. Hello, guys. Have my drink ready because I'm coming back in.
Fantastic, Bobby. Yeah, you got it going on there. You got your groove going on. I'm seriously super proud of you. And like I said, I got your back all the way. You know, I always have, your entire family. And I really appreciate you calling in. This is my first show, and nobody's aware of the show. I haven't really got any promos prior to today. And it's going to start this weekend. So we're just stepping on the first step of the ladder, moving up, and I just want people to call in, sit on the front porch, forget about your troubles, let's relax, and then listen to some music afterwards, whatever, and groove out, you know.
And for those looking to call in,
hey, brother, God bless you, and have a great show, and keep it up, my friend. Robbie the Shark, be yourself, my friend.
Thank you.
And for those looking to join in on any of the conversations we have the rest of the night, we got about 15 or so minutes left. 727-441-3000 is the phone number to call. Again, 727-441-3000. You can listen to us on tantalknetwork.com. And the 4 radio dials, 106.1 FM and 1340 AM here in Clearwater, and 102.3 and 1350 up in Dade City. So we got you covered. That's the way to be able to listen to us. Not only us here with It's All Groovy and the Robbie the Shark Show, but any of the other shows that we have right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. What else you want to get into tonight, Robbie?
Before I get to top 3 to beat the boogie, because that's really only a 2-minute thing there. That's all I know. I've done it too many times before. It takes about a whole 2 minutes, and we got 15 minutes left on the program.
Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left.
I planned on there being advertising. I know I don't have it yet, but I'm going to get some.
Keyword there, Robbie.
Yeah. But I got a couple things I want to talk about, though, which I find entertaining, and I'm surprised a lot of people don't know about it. Are there any Seinfeld fans out there that remember the holiday Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us. I've heard of it, but I've never seen the day.
Festivus for the rest of it. It's a poll they put up. It's just a poll, and it's disgusting, really. You release your grievances, and you talk about your accomplishments. So, in other words, Matt, I hate you for this, that, and the other thing, and this is why I'm so great. It's really stupid, but I find it entertaining.
So you could say, for argument's sake, like, Robbie, I hate you for your long hair, but I love you because you're a good dude. Right? That's kind of the point of Festivus, isn't it?
That's a good way to put it. That's a very good way to put it. There is something else I'm going to say here, and that's why you probably see me here search and make sure I get my stuff right without using my... when is Hanukkah?
Starts, a week from tomorrow. The first night of Hanukkah is December 7th, which is next Thursday.
Oh, okay, groovy. So that's the day after my second program. All my Jewish friends out there, I want to wish you the best. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you, sir.
And really, honest to God, unfortunately, you don't believe in the New Testament. That's okay. We still love you. The country is based on Judeo-Christian values, and we're going to get it back. We're sitting on what looks like revelations right now. I don't want to get into that today because there's not enough time. I'm going to get into that next week. If you don't see it, I know every generation talks about, oh, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world, yada, yada, yada. But as Catholics, we believe there's an unending world, but there will be revelations. And if you read the Bible, just you ain't going to listen to me next week. Read a couple chapters of Revelations. You're going to go, holy cow. Boy, I think this is actually happening. We're seeing part of it. It might take another 100 years until it's completely done, but we are seeing part of it right now. There's no doubt in my mind. And this goofball in charge, I thought my wife was the devil's daughter, but Hillary and Obama are running it from the behind the scenes, and I call him O'Biden because he's just a puppet, or AI. I don't know if you ever noticed, but sometimes he has bushy eyebrows, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he's actually coherent and seems like he knows what he's talking about, and it freaks me out, man. It's really weird. Boy, I really wish I was actually sitting on my front porch and not in studio talking to you, and just be able to groove back for a minute.
Well, the way I look at it, any place is your front porch if you make it groovy enough. Right?
Oh no, my place is so groovy, man. I don't have a front porch.
So this is basically an extension of your front porch all the way out here.
Yeah, that's true.
That's our story. We're sticking to it.
My front porch, what I did, this is no kidding. I don't know why. There was a bunch of sandbags when I moved into this place behind my place. And I went and I made an island out in front of my place. That's my porch. I actually have sand. There's so much sand in my place. I have a tile floor. Do not wear socks. You will fall.
All right.
That's the way Robbie lives. It really is groovy place, man. I don't know why God did this to me, and I thank him every night. But it is so groovy. I mean, you come on, it's like you're at the beach, but you're not. It's a sand there, but the driveway's rocks, which stinks. Makes you realize you're not in the lap of luxury. But
the way I look at it, though, think of it this way, though, Rob. You got a roof over your head.
Yeah.
You have a bed.
Oh, heck yeah.
You have a bed every night, right?
Oh, I don't only have a roof on my head, over my head. That's what I'm saying. I'm so blessed now. I actually have I have an island for my porch.
There you go. You got a tropical island in your front. You got a tropical island in your front yard. You have a front yard. You have a roof over your head. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good. You got a place.
I crapped the bed, and you know what? I didn't have to clean the sheets.
All right, then.
All right. What do we got left here on time?
We got about 10 minutes.
We got about 10 minutes. You know what? I might even end early today. I don't care because I'm a little stoked. I wasn't completely prepared for this, and then what an hour program is gonna.
Yeah, this is a learning experience. I can tell you now from working with people that have, in the last number of months that I've been here, that have gotten shows for the first time, they have the same problem you do. They don't know exactly how they want to be able to figure out their first show. So for your very first, now let me ask you something. Have you done radio before you got down here?
Oh yeah, before I got down here.
Yeah.
I was on the radio occasionally. There was a few instances that happened, and that's a story I'm going to tell later. I'm saving that. It's a Christmas story.
Okay.
When I was on there, I almost got thrown out of the Air Force for it.
Really?
Yeah. This is a very. It's too early though. It's today's only the 29th. I'm saving 29th. This one.
All right. So the reason I asked this is because for anybody that listens to our network on Saturdays, Robbie the Shark is a regular caller on the home team with Paul Porter.
That is correct.
So that's why, for anybody listening now, if you've heard that name before and you've heard Robbie's name before, that's why. He's called in on Paul's show before. And now he decided, you know what, let's give this radio thing a try. I think this has been it's been a solid start for your first trial into the radio business here on the Tan Talk Radio Network there, Robbie.
Yeah, I've been in the studio before, but I was a co-host, and it's different when you have somebody else sitting next to you.
Exactly.
And I'm grateful for you, though. I mean, I had a good producer before, but when I knew you was going to be my executive producer because you do Paulie's show, I was just absolutely stoked. I'm like, I got no problem. I know I got somebody who carry me when I fall. Oh yeah, I mean, you're wonderful, man.
Thank you, sir. I've done radio long enough. I've dealt with enough different personalities over the length of my career. I've been doing radio 15 years. Between college and professional. So,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Did 3 years in college radio in upstate New York. Went to do New York radio in a major market station on Long Island for 10 years. And then I've been here ever since.
Wow.
So.
That's super groovy, man.
Oh, yeah. But the way I see it, though, when you love what you do You never work a day in your life.
Oh yeah, I'm not working. I'm disabled. I'm not allowed to work. I'm
Right.
not working. I'm here having fun
Yeah.
and hoping to create something to help veterans. So it's a win-win.
It's a platform. It's a way to get your message out there and kind of start this.
Yeah, I want to help people who are in trouble and those who aren't just living everyday weirdo life like the rest of us. Let your steam off. Talk a little bit. Complain about something. Talk about something happy, like you're sitting on the front porch with your neighbor. That's the whole design of the program.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It's all groovy. It's in the title, man.
That's what it's all about. It's all groovy. You know what? I really want to do this top 3 to beat the bookie because I'm getting nervous right now. I need to get off. I want to thank you for all you said about me, Matt. But
Sure.
I need more commercials in it. I've done the radio thing before, and I know it's 22 minutes each half hour. You're actually talking, and I didn't really prepare. I did no rehearsal. You saw my notes. They're ridiculous.
Yes, I did.
They're absolutely ridiculous. But that's a bipolar PTSD person. And I'm just being me. And that's what everybody told me to do. Just be you, Robbie. You're a groovy dude, and it's a groovy show, and be you. And that's what I want to do. And what brought me here, though, was Paul Porter and the home team. Do you know what he first said to me when I first called in?
What?
This is no kidding. I think it was here for 2 months. And, I listened to all the Republican shows. I'm not going to name them people, but you know what I'm talking about. I'll say Limbaugh because he's gone and passed. But it was a Saturday, and I didn't have no TV. I just moved on here. And I'm listening to radio, and this guy's talking about soccer. And I'm like, soccer? It's not a sport. And I called in and I actually got through, and I'm like, holy cow. And I started arguing about soccer. He said, well, what do you really want to talk about? And I said, well, I'm going to tell you this. I guarantee you that the Tampa Bay Rays are going to the World Series. He said, how long you been here in Florida? I said, 2 months. He said, you've been in the sun too long, and hung up on me.
And sure enough, what happened?
They went to the World Series. Now I call back in, though, and Paul says to me, but they didn't win. I said, I didn't say they were going to win.
You didn't say win. You said play in the World Series.
That's
There's a
what I
big
said.
difference.
But then when I called back in the second time, I said the Super Bowl is going to be here in Tampa in February 2009. And my Pittsburgh Steelers, I guarantee you, Super Bowl 43, the Steelers will be here and win. He said, how long you been here, Robbie? I said, about 7 months. He said, you've been in the sun too long, and hung up.
Trust me, I got to be honest with you. A lot of my friends from back home have been saying the same thing to me. And what I mean by that is, you guys, if anybody listens to some of our other shows, you've heard me talk about how hockey's my favorite sport.
Oh, I
right?
love hockey.
Okay, so I've supported the Lightning since I've moved down here because, I kind of have to. I'm in the Tampa Bay market, and my girlfriend's a Lightning fan, which is how we met. I'm from Long Island. I was born and raised an Islander fan.
Yeah.
I was born and raised a New York Islander fan. I didn't have a say in that matter. I had to because my dad was a big Islander fan.
Trottier days?
Yeah. Yeah. My dad started following the team when they came into the league in '72. So my dad was into it. I got into hockey. I was an Islander fan. But when I moved down here, I started buying Lightning stuff to kind of fit in. Don't get me wrong. I still follow the Islanders every chance I get. But I bought Lightning stuff to kind of fit in around here. And as soon as pictures started popping up on social media of me and my Lightning stuff, a lot of my Islander fan friends back home were like, turn in your fan card. You're not an Islander fan anymore. My response is the same thing I've said to them since day one. I'm still an Islander fan. Shut up. But you get
I'm back in the day an Islander fan myself. I became a Penguin fan in '69 when they started, and I'll never forget, was at a white bar, and Tommy McLean, groovy dude, a neighbor of mine, he showed up in the bar, and he said, Robbie, and I thought, he's going to smack me. Guy's 6'2", big basketball player, dude. And he shook my hand and bought me a beer. I'm like, what are you doing this for, Tommy? He said, because you never swayed. You were always a Penguin fan and didn't give up. And they finally won the cup. I mean, he almost brought me to tears, to be honest with you. He really did. I'm like, wow, that you, I mean, he's like 3 or 4 years older than me. You know, I was a kid when I started watching. '69. I was 7 years old. And so he must have been, he was in his teens, and he remembered Robbie the Shark loved the Penguins and never gave up on them. And yeah, I was in the Philadelphia, the Broad Street Bullies,
The Flyers,
the Islanders, with Trottier.
Trottier.
When Trottier came to the Penguins, I was just almost to tears. And Joey Mullen, I met Joey Mullen.
I heard
He's a good guy. Joey Mullen, he was an Islander. Oh man, a great player too.
Joey Mullen never played on Long Island.
No,
Joey Mullen never played for the Islanders.
oh, then he was a Flyer. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm mistaken.
That's okay.
It
But no,
happens.
Joey Mullen never played for the Isles.
It happens. I was hitting with a baseball bat when I was 9. I was in a coma for 5 days. That's a true story.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a true story. No, I woke up and the first thing I saw was rain coming down the windows, like that episode of Friends, and looked out and the lights were on at Forbes Field. And I'm like, damn, I missed the game. Where the hell am I at?
Yeah.
And the nurses come
happens.
running in. Oh my God, he's awake, And when I was 9 years old, that was that might explain some of my problems. Maybe that's why I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
Because I hit right in the head.
See, this is the kind of stuff that happens when you listen to It's All Groovy every week. You never know what we're going to talk about.
This is true. Hey, we're almost at the end there, aren't we?
Yeah, we got about 2 minutes left, and this is what happens when you get conversations from Robbie's
right.
porch.
Then let's do this. And I actually want to give this up, but I'm not gonna because I'm mad at the referees. If you haven't seen it, they've been cheating. I've been telling you from the beginning of the year and years
what
past.
sport are we talking about here?
NFL.
Okay.
I call it the DFNFL right now, which is the FanDuel. No, what do you call it? Dual something or other, fan something or other. Because they got a partnership with the NFL.
Yeah,
and there's been a lot of cheating on the line going on. And they've finally shown it on what do you call it? The media, not so much TV, but on the
broadcast
social
partner.
media.
The broadcast partner you're talking about is DraftKings.
DraftKings FanDuel. So it's DraftKings D, FanDuel F, and FL.
Yep.
DFNL. Thank you for straightening me out
You
on
got
that.
it.
And it is. I tell you, it is a partnership. It really is a partnership, which is scary. But anyways, I'm going to do this. I'm going to back up from the microphone a little bit because I get loud. I'm going to try to do it the way I did before I got my own show. Welcome to Top 3 to Beat the Bookie with your host, the one and only Robbie the Shark. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only.
You got less than a minute, Robbie.
I hear you. We got Detroit at New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans, taking the 4 points. Carolina getting 5.5, but you know what? Tampa Bay is going to cover that. I can't believe I'm rooting for Tampa Bay, but I am. And of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those other two games, you can ignore them. Pittsburgh Steelers a lock. Bet every game the Steelers play this year. Take Steelers. Points, no points, don't care. They're winning the Super Bowl. You heard it here first from Robbie the Shark on It's All Groovy, baby.
Come on. Hey there, sugar dumpling. Come on, give me something. Girl, I've been needing.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.